We are live. What is going on with my OCR?
Projector, source, Elgato. Result document. 140 rise to fame in. Madden NFL 20 or MVP elite item with 1 large.
Oh yes, it's the pre-ordering for Madden NFL 21. Hello everyone, this is Vol for Life 8657 coming to you live, and tonight, yes you guessed it, based on the music, hopefully for the next 4 hours. If not, shame on me. This is the night of Madden NFL 20. Now, throughout the week we will be doing different things, but this is Monday Night Madden. And I want to talk a little bit first before we get started. Hopefully Jesse and some others will come in here in a bit. I've put my stuff out on Discord as well that I'm streaming. Madden NFL 21 will be available August the 25th of this year. No, I do not know any accessibility enhancements at this time. I will be keeping my eyes and my ears out through Electronic Arts to see what is available. Would also like to take the time, since we're discussing accessibility, to thank Brandon Cole and his work on The Last of Us Part 2, which is not, unfortunately, an Xbox One title. It is a PS4 title. I want to give you some other Madden 21 news besides the expanded Face of the Franchise mode and other changes. A new, you will receive if you pre-order Madden 21. You will receive 2 copies of the game. The first one is for whatever console you order it on, whether that be PlayStation 4 or Xbox One respectively. The second is a copy for the upgraded console. So, for example, if you order Madden 21 on your PS4, you will have the option of upgrading it for free when you get a PS5. That offer is available until Madden 22, which is scheduled, if they keep their current cycle, to be released sometime at the end of or the middle of next summer. Likewise, if you order the title on Xbox One, you will be able to upgrade your title free of charge to the Xbox Series X title, which features all new audio enhancements, graphic enhancements, stadium enhancements, sideline reactions. It's a whole new concept that they've enveloped, and I'm very interested, as a blind player in particular, to see how they do with the audio enhancements for the Xbox Series X console. Now, what we're going to do, because tonight is special, I want this to be special, I don't want to sit here and just play the computer. I'm going to issue a challenge. And this challenge is to anybody, and I sadly enough, there's not anyone on this stream right now, and that kind of makes me sad, because I went out here and announced that I was going to go live, and if no one does, I'll just have to play on the computer for a while, because I'm not going to sit here and do nothing. But let us see.
Guide for Vol 4 Life 8650. Horizontal system actions. My games and apps. Home. Press view button to share last capture. Press menu button.
Let us see if we can find.
Xbox dashboard window. Resume. Launch. Madden. Vol 4 Life 8657. Launch. Madden NF. Vol 4 Life 8657. 3,440 gamer score. Daryl Bowles. DG Bowles at MSN. Content. Store block. Block. Mixer block. Block. Madden NFL 20 block. Suggested apps block. Content section. Section 2 of 2. The Sims trademark. See all suggestions. Button.
What's very annoying about this
Guide for Vol
is
4 Life
that
86. People tab. Communication tab. People tab.
Here we
7
go.
on. Friends and games. 1 friend in 1 game. Button. Clubs.
Let's
20
see
active
who's
now. 1
online.
invitation. Recently played with. Button. 4 of 6. Club. Find someone. Button. Friends and games. 1. Overlay 1.
Let's
Friend.
see who
Overlay
we
1.
got.
Friends and games. Bobby I Apollo. NBA 2K20. In the neighborhood. 1 of 1 level 2.
Yeah, he's playing
Guide for Vol 4
NBA
Friends. 7
2K20.
online. Button. 1.
Let's see who is
Overlay
available.
1. Friends window. Online. Abdullah Dubai's. Netflix. 1 of 7 level 2. Bobby I Apollo. NBA 2K20. Insidious Trini. YouTube. 3. Murin 711. Home. 4 of 7 level 2. Orange Beret 1673. Netflix. The Iron Hummus. PC device. Online. The Word Nerd 512. Nolan Derelek. TV. 7 of 7 level 2. Press X to invite. The Iron Hummus. PC. The Word Nerd 512. Nolan Derelek. TV. 7 of 7 level. Press X.
We're going to go to exhibition, and
Xbox dashboard window. Content section.
we're
Section
going
2 of 2.
to... We're going to go over here, and we're going to see what we can get. I know that is an ad. Press A to get by that. And let's see what we
Entering main
can...
menu screen Madden NFL 21.
Yes, I know.
Franchise. Superstar Co. Exhibition.
Well, you know, we may just have to play some
Exhibition
Superstar.
pop-up menu. You have 5 options. Play now is select. Online head-to-head.
Let's see what we can do here.
Entering online hub screen. You have 5 options. Quick match is selected.
See if we can
Play
get...
friend.
Let's see if we can get a friend of mine to join here.
Entering invite to game screen. 21 options. The Iron Hummus. Dirk Limpwood. Serpdex. The Iron Hummus.
See if he wants to play me. I'm gonna hit A and
The Iron
send.
Hummus press menu. Entering create game screen. You have 7 options. Fatigue option is set to 1. Is selected.
And we are trying to launch an online game. And...
Entering online / team select screen. The Tennessee Titans, the home team, are selected.
Okay, is he actually
Ready.
gonna play with us?
View Superstar X Factors. Play call option is set to slim. Advanced settings submenu.
Gonna check my playbook here.
Entering advanced settings screen. Offensive playbook option is set to Black Knights. Defensive playbook option is set to 10M Brabble. Was
No.
J. Gruden selected. 10M Brab. TBB Arians selected. 10M. 3 to 4. 46. Cover 2 select. Multiple D select. Ari KK. Adel D. Quinn selected. Val J. Harbaughs. Buff S. McDermott. Cara Rivera select. Kai M. Nagy. Cindy Taylors. Cliff Kitchen. Tal J. Denby. Dead M. Patricia select.
Oh, we don't have a Black
Buff
Knights
at
defensive
top. Cover
playbook.
2 selected. 3 to was J. TBB Arian. C. S. Kid M. Tomlin selected. 5 D. Pedersen selected. Oak John Gruden selected. 5 Kid M. Tomlin selected. CP Carroll select. TBB Arians selected. 10 M. Brabble selected.
Fine with me.
Edit uniforms submit.
My offensive playbook is set to what it needs to be. Let's see if this person's going to face me. And if not... Nothing? Treacherous. Treacherous.
Enter
Well-
leave session pop up. Yes.
Then I will test my ability
Entering
and
online
skills
screen, you have 5 options. Quick matches
on a
selected.
sighted player.
Matchmaking 32 options. Tennessee Titans. Searching for opponent estimate. Opponent is ready.
We have an opponent.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium.
I am
here
probably
in
going to get
Nashville.
humiliated, but I will do
Downtown
my best.
Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans
This is
are
the
set to
Madden
match up
Monday Open
with the
Challenge.
Baltimore Ravens.
Tennessee and Baltimore, former AFC Central rivals, and I want to thank the opponent who is playing with me right now. Oh, that kick was terrible.
Greg Joseph ready to get this one
That kick was
started,
awful.
And off we go from Nashville. This will be taken short. And he's up across the
Am I playing on like all Madden difficulty or
line.
something? That's gonna be fun. I should really set these options. Like, there's got to be a way I can set what my options are. And plus, this is competitive mode. There are no penalties. There's really no way for me to...
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line.
My God, he's
Shy
good.
of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with him, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Right there. To throw again on second down. Jackson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Once you get into the red zone,
Oh my God, that trash talking was excellent there.
Quick with your delivery, not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. One man in the backfield, that's Ingram on second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Driven it down the field.
Yeah, I'm playing this on...
Drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it.
I'm playing this on the hardest difficulty there is.
Kick a field goal, would feel very disappointed.
Touchdown. That's fine. I expected that.
Willie Snead there to make the grab. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening
I'm
drive.
playing against a sighted player, and I know this because I do not hear any I do not hear any kicking or anything like that, and I just want
to kick it away following the touchdown.
I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be a fun little challenge.
This will be fielded on
in the end zone.
Full screen projector. Source. L. Recognizing result. Well, sir. Third either play down. XXX. Suggestions. Formation. Concept.
Okay. Formation. Concept. Yes. And I'm going to go to the right, to the right, to the right.
Full screen recognizing result point. Derrick Henry. ING with N. First one for William pass break smash. Texas. Drive.
Texas. Drive and Streets Drive. So we're going to run here. I don't know. That's not what it's called, but it's a specific sort of drive. And if I can do this right, I've never done it on this level of difficulty though, so this is not what I'm used to at all.
Tannehill and the Titans.
Tannehill brings them up.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Tannehill.
That did not work.
And he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front, so when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside
Jet
out
6
because
drive.
you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
I'm going to have to max protect it because I'm not going to be able to.
Ready? 60 outlaw. I got one. Short out. Hey.
Third and long. It's Tannehill. It's caught. Michael Pruitt. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a fourth down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football, got to him, and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Let's do a dagger. I can't let him.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. After 7-0.
Into the first. This is going to be a really short game, so I got to try to hold on and keep it close. I hate people like this. We'll see about that.
Hey, Charlie.
A first down carry for Henry. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yes. Skinny posts.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Look at me. Go.
To throw is Tannehill.
Yes.
This will be caught by Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31.
57. Mike, 57. Here we go, King. On the ball, Mike.
Derrick Henry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
48. Let's go.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Tannehill now to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Okay, we're moving.
Already in the content recognition full screen recognizing result document. Derrick Henry, great. Welser match. LG calls 12.0 bench switch. 100 12.40 bench. 300 O Titans at tempo flip. O Titans bench.
Tannehill on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. This is Henry. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of 2 there. Second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Trying to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. And it's caught.
Touchdown!
Into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. From 17 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did
Darn,
a
I
great job
missed
with
it.
there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
This is it. I can't believe I scored and then I stayed with him, but that missed extra point may just be brutal.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Not bad, not bad.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Oh, this is not going to be easy.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that might be Titan football. It is.
Let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake.
Check 26. Look. Shoot.
Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Leo. Ready?
Now Tannehill. It's complete to Brown, right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down.
Love. Full screen project recognizing result point. Derek Drake pass. T.7. 10. 2 tackle. 2nd. 103. ING Wells deep pass. Dagger. Comeback. Google post. Flood. Full screen. Recognizing result. 10 point. Seconds. Lim 0 Derek Henry Freight. Welser Uo. LGC O Power O. 130 lag AVG O Pati Flood.
On the ready. Mike 57. Hard. Snap.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Okay, this option. Let's do...
Tannehill now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Again, Tannehill over the middle here to Brown, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ready? 10-2 stop. Rock it. Let's get out. Go.
To the air again, Tannehill.
Oh!
Team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively off. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Jackson steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go.
Wow, this game is pretty even.
After the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Tennessee only down by 1 in this game.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
15 calls my O double slash at tempo flip.
Stick.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Now Tannehill, and Walker has it. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Tannehill now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Recon, 152 fighter. Hey, Haywood. Go.
Henry. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2nd and 5 now. Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Let's do dagger, and let's do...
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
You're out.
Now it's Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Check 25. Check 25. Bam. Ready.
They snap it to Tannehill.
Oh,
Coverage, and it's
no.
intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, they have had success when he keeps the ball in the option, but not there. I mean, you just saw exactly why many old NFL coaches would say, don't use your quarterback in the running game.
On 2nd down, Ingram. There he goes inside the 30. There goes Mark Ingram. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 41 yards. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Tannehill now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
Here's Tannehill. But it's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation.
He knows my strategy. He knows what I'm going to do.
It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
He knows what I'm going to do before I do it. I got to...
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson being chased out left. He made, and it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's see, what do we have here?
Comeback. Full screen clip. Recognizing result. First D10. Point. And then 20. Derek Henry. IMG third. 0-11. Eliam pass. Smash. Eliam pass. Greater. Smash.
Smash.
Texas.
Texas. Let's go in
Full screen
here.
clip.
What do we
Recognizing
got
result. Top
here?
2.10. Third.
Up.
Full screen clip. Recognizing result. Third. 10. Plus pass 0. Derek Henry. 5 CAO. Texas double post.
Texas double post.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to leave.
And his pass is
Oh my
intercepted
God.
for the
He
fourth
knows.
time
I don't know.
today.
I can't.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Nashville, it's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. Ingram again, a first down carry. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, and now here's
I don't believe it.
Interception.
An intercepted slant.
Peters. And that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
I don't believe it.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's Tannehill. And that going to be incomplete.
He knows what I'm going to do.
Contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And my goodness, another interception.
That's not right.
Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Throwing on 2nd down, Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time, doesn't work out. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Corey Davis there. 3rd down here. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Tannehill, and now here is another interception. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to
understand
anything they tried to throw out
and
beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense.
This is an example.
And the Titans are going to recover the football.
Okay, now that's just bad sportsmanship. You're going to kick a freaking onside when you're up by 4 touchdowns? What the flying crap is that?
The data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Recognizing result code 4100 Welser Meback. Welser Meback. 41 CAL Hasim. 4 CALLS.
PA seam.
Ready, break. 48 Mike. Double dog. That's the way. Ready.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Tannehill. And
I don't believe this.
Another interception. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And he'll take it across.
I don't believe it. Who am I supposed to throw it to?
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark,
Well,
and then
I
took
tried.
off. It's really nice to watch in the
I
second
tried.
half.
That's all I can say is that I tried.
So that'll just about do it for Charles
game
Davis.
reached
I'm
finish
Brandon
game.
Gordon. You've been watching the
I'm
NFL.
going to
on
contact this person and let them know
Guide for Vol 4
that
8657 window. Guide tab.
You have
People tab, 7 online, 2 of 6. Friends, 7 online, button, 1 of 6. Communication tab, 8 new, 3 of 6. Start a party, button. Invitations, button, 2 of 6. Chats, button, 3 of 6.
I think it's
Press
under
white.
here.
Overlay 1, window. Play to enjoy league. That's okay, sir. Chat with Coziest Koala 306. Chat with Jesse, not a problem. Play to enjoy league. Press white. Guide for Vol 4 Life 8657 window. New chat, button. 4 message requests, button. Messages from Xbox Live. People tab, 7 online, 2 of 6. Friends and games, 1 friend in clubs, 22 active. Recently played with, button, 4 of 6. Overlay 1, recent Madden NFL 20. King Weiser 36. Recently played in Madden NFL 20. Last met 38 minutes ago. 1 of 1 level 2. Press X to invite to your party. Overlay 2, profile window, invite, button, 1 of 5. Join, button, send message, button, 3 of 6. Overlay 3, compose message window, message text, 500 character limit, edit, 1 of 1.
Give me just 1 second while I do this.
Cap T. Cap G. Cap G. T. R. R. E. W. E. E. D. F. A. A. Q. W. E. R. T. T. Space. Great. Y. T. G. G. F. D. S. A. A. F. D. F. G. B. N. M. M. J. A. G. F. D. S. A. Left arrow. A. S. D. F. G. T. R. E. E. D. C. B. B. N. Space. Enter. Shift. Left arrow. Right arrow. Single. L. K. J. M. N. B. V. Space. Shift. Enter. Right arrow. Space. Game.
Great game.
Left arrow. Numbers and symbols. 1. Q. W. E. R. T. Y. U. I. O. T. O. I. O. T. Right arrow. Left arrow. Right. T. O. I. U. Y. T. R. F. D. S. S. D. F. G. H. J. K. L. K. J. H. H. G. F. D. S. A. A. F. D. F. G. H. J. K. L. 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 Space. Shell. I. U. Y. T. R. E. W. W. E. E. Space. We. T. Y. U. I. O. T. T. Single quote. L. L. O. I. U. Y. T. R. E. D. S. D. S. A. A. D. F. G. T. Y. U. I. U. Y. T. Y. Y. Space. Play. T. R. F. D. S. A. Left arrow. Right arrow. Left arrow. A. A. F. D. F. G. H. G. G. F. D. F. A. Left arrow. A. A. F. D. F. G. H. Y. U. I. I. K. Comma. M. N. N. Space. Again. H. G. F. D. C. D. S. S. W. E. R. T. Y. U. I. O. 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 L. K. J. M. Comma. M. N. N. M. Comma. Period. Question mark. Question mark. Soon. Space.
I'm going to dictate the rest of this. One moment, guys.
Press the view button to start dictation. Press the menu button to commit the dictated text. Custom. Is totally. Period. Period. D. O. I. R. E. Cap P. Space. Question mark. Space. Cap P. E. R. I. O. D. Period. End of line. Space. Space. Period. D. O. I. R. E. Cap P. Space. Question mark. Y. L. L. A. T. O. T. Space. S. I. Space. I. S. T. O. T. A. L. L. Question. End of line. Question mark. Space. Totally. Space. Enter. Right arrow. Sing. L. K. J. H. N. B. B. G. H. J. K. L. O. I. U. I. K. Com. M. N. N. H. G. F. D. D. F. G. H. J. K. L. Single. Right arrow. Left arrow. A. Left. Right arrow. Enter. Shift. Z. Shift. Enter. Question mark. Period. Period. Blind. Send message. Button. 2 of 2.
I got myself handed to me in that match.
Message
And
text. Start new text message. Message text. 500 character limit. Edit. Comma. You just played against. Who is totally blind? 1 of 2.
And you know,
Start new text message. Radio button. Selected. 1. Add recipients. Button. Overlay 2. Profile for King Wiser 36. Jeremy Bible. Off. Add friend. Button. 4 of 6.
I'll add
Overlay
him.
3. Change friendship window. Friend. Radio button. Non-selected. 1 of 2. Favorite. Radio button. Non-selected. Submit. Button. 3 of 3. Friend added.
And we'll see if he'll add me. I'm also working with
Overlay 2.
someone.
Profile for King Wiser 36. Jeremy Bible. Offline window. Invite. Button. 1 of 5. Collapsed. Overlay 1. Recently played with window. Madden. Guide for Vol 4 Life 86.
I'm
57
also
window.
trying
7
to-
online. 2 of 6.
Play friend.
Great matchup, but not what I was looking for on that result. And we're going to
Entering main
continue.
menu screen Madden NFL 21.
I'm going to go see if I can set my online options
Exhibition.
because I don't understand why they get to choose. Why they get to choose what the difficulty is. And that was just. First half I did great, but
Franchise.
just too many turnovers in the second half. That was just way uncalled for. We're gonna play
Franchise.
franchise
pop-up menu. You
matchup
have
now.
3 options. Continue playing is selected. Cloud. Offline. Entering offline franchise screen undefined. Load franchise is selected. Titans Otisov. Oilers return the Otisov. Titans Otisov. Entering franchise hub screen. Things to do. Scout college player. Start weekly training. Play season game is selected. Things to do. You have 4 options. Skip simulate training. Play full game.
Full screen projector. Sort. 4CALLS.
Entering team select
Full
screen.
screen
The
projector.
Tennessee
Ops
Titans the home team are
25.0.8.
selected.
64-bit Windows profile. Untitled C. Ops 64. Full screen. TCTS and 1 more page. Elgato sound caption. TCTS and 1 more. 12. Explore/Twitter document. Banner land. Profile link focused linked. N. Tweet text edit as autocomplete multi-line. What's happening? Blank. IFSANYONE. Space ISPACE/VOLVOLIV/VOL4LIV VFE 8657 12 Explore/Twitter document. Banner landmark. Primary navigation link. TCTS document. Heading level 1 connected.
Gonna play a little.
Ops 64.
Ready.
Hey, you know what? It would help if I actually pressed A on some of this. And... hello! Played against someone online.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. We are just moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Tennessee Titans. With that, let's get you up to Nashville and Nissan Stadium for the call. We welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
By many accounts, Coach, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be
Let's see what the Titans can do here.
For our visitors, the Chargers.
We're playing against the Chargers here.
Everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
I want to thank Misty Rayburn and I don't remember what her last name is, but Stephanie over at Breakdown Walls for allowing me to be on the air and to be featured as one of their streamers. I'm going to be streaming more often. Tomorrow's stream will be a little bit more interesting, I hope. We're going to do a little Minecraft Dungeons. And then Wednesday and Thursday, Wednesday is going to be, and Thursday is going to be a little Soul Calibur 6 and Tekken 7. And so we're going to be trying different things to reach out.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. It's picked up.
And this is going to be a scoop score off a kickoff. The first kickoff of the game results in a scoop score for the Titans.
So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Chargers' all-time passing leader, Phillip Rivers, who's been their starter since 2006, trotting onto the field. And I'll tell you what, he may be just a couple of years from 40, but he can still do it. You look back to 2018, some people were whispering MVP and Rivers in the same breath with what he did in that campaign. Especially impressive in 2 December primetime victories, one against the Steelers, one against the division rival Chiefs. And although things ended not quite how they wanted in the playoffs to New England, Phillip Rivers still feels like he has a lot left in the tank. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. And the offensive starters here for Los Angeles.
Keenan Allen checks every box for me as a receiver. Size, speed, strength, intelligence in what he's doing. But I love his competitiveness. When that ball's in the air, he goes after it and usually comes down with it. And last but not least, we can lay to bed the myth that he can't run fast. Keenan Allen can get up and go.
From the 25 on second down, Rivers. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. On the defensive side, here are the starters for Tennessee. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Rivers from the gun on third down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Batted away.
So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this
Oh,
one.
they're going to get a penalty for roughing the kicker.
This is taken at the 23.
There's going to be a penalty, and here's the call. Yeah, that seems to get me a lot more as of late. A little too...
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in there an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Rivers, he leads to Eckler on the draw. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Running on first down, Eckler. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's Justin Jackson, second-year man out of Northwestern. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. On third down, this is Jackson. And an alley to run. And inside
They're killing us on the running game.
Brought down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. All runs on this
Titans started out like a bolt of lightning, but they're being ground by the Charger running game.
Rivers hands off to Eckler, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
You know, I just want to say that,
unit, especially down here, just
The Last of Us 2 accessibility, one of the best games that has been released as far as accessibility goes, but I'm waiting on the bail. I'm waiting on the audio game to step into a video game platform, and that's going to be something special.
Because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Rivers. And his throw is incomplete.
So I batted away.
Mike Williams that time. And that'll make it third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Throwing Rivers. And that will be incomplete.
But they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3, psychologically, maybe a win for the defense.
And it's good, but they could have gotten the ball back earlier had they not had the roughing the kicker penalty.
Really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff.
So it's 7-3, and let's see what the Titans offense is going to be able to do.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So here come the Titans under second-year head coach Mike Vrabel. They'll be led out by their 6'4" QB from the University of Tennessee. It's Joshua Dobbs.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run with Henry. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Start recording. TCTS1, TCTS Ops Quet full screen projector. Soar Ops 60. Recognizing result document. ATF 3, 10. Derek Heavy and Sleek 7R. 31, 24 at first 3 0 dot screen quick pass. Stick.
And we got this.
Recognizing result TI Derek double week Semac was 3 7 10 first 3 0 for 26 0 0 0 13 121 T dot Coleman 13 and 14 GC all skinny posts.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And it's complete. Henry.
A big gain by Hunter Henry. They flipped it to him out on the little stick route, and he took off up the field.
That's the case here. 1st down.
Wow.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper. And now we get a peek at the Titan offense.
It's not often we start a game talking about an offensive lineman, but with Quentin Nelson, I absolutely have to do that. The rookie out of Notre Dame transformed not only an offensive line in 2018, he transformed an offense. In fact, he was the only guard ever named Rookie of the Month, and he did so in October of last year.
Dobbs looks, fires for Taywan, complete. Taywan's wide open down the sideline. Touchdown, Titans.
Taywan Taylor hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that.
Hit him on the skinny post, and Taywan was wide open for the touchdown.
Get it to the end zone.
Beautiful throw from the QB out of the University of Tennessee.
Extra point try now for Suckup.
Snap, set, kick.
And this one's right
good
to make it a 14-3 ball game.
9:10 p.m.
So the drive there took 6 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown.
Suckup out to kick.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this
Kicks
one
away. Suck up, gonna send it deep.
This will be taken in at the 1.
At the 5, 10, 15. Probably gets out to the 25 to 30 yard line.
Up to the 27 yard
line. We'll give it 27.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
14 to 3, Titans lead it. They're leading comfortably, but not convincingly at this point.
A lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Draw play. It's Eckler. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 500 tried to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly.
They tried to throw a short little round, and Luke Kuechly was there to pick it off. What a pick by Luke Kuechly.
So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Back to throw Dobbs.
And that was almost intercepted.
That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
First drive.
Now a look at the Chargers starting 11 on defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
45,000 to Texas. Drive.
Let's see if we're going to do Texas. Actually, let's do... Yeah, let's do this play.
Second and 10 now from the
I think this is Titans bench.
Throwing again. Dobbs completes it to Davis. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
On first down, Dobbs to throw. Goes underneath for Henry. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Dobbs is going to score on a QB draw.
Titans. Joshua Dobbs, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And maybe
that is how you do it right there. That is how you do it right there. Dobbs and them hit that perfectly. Perfectly.
QB's last.
Running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Suck up for the extra point. And it's 21-3. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Well, a couple of good division battles coming up in primetime this weekend, starting tonight with Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Then tomorrow on Monday night, it's the defending champs, the Patriots, on the road at MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. Two not to miss to close out Week 6. Here's Eckler to begin the drive.
Eckler didn't have a chance. As soon as he got that ball, he got nailed.
He was planted in the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards.
Hello. It'll be second and 15.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. This pass finds its way to Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
390.
Now Eckler. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Get off our field. Get off our midfield logo.
Yard, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the gun, Rivers. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
They're killing me with the passes.
Offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Rivers. Green brings it in. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Play action now, Rivers. Benjamin's got it. And he gets
Kelvin Benjamin?
Inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Yep.
That one a gain of 20.
It's usually a player I like to get, the former Florida State Seminole.
Rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's our time. It's our time.
To throw again. Rivers.
And that's going to be almost intercepted.
Tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again here, Rivers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Yeah, I don't see them missing that. Nope, 28 yards, they'll hit
that. The drive will wind up yielding 3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to
21 to 6, and the Titans are still in a commanding position, but you don't want...
Are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's thrown for a touchdown pass, and he's run for one so far.
When you're able to watch a guy perform at a high level and do it in multiple ways, yeah, arm, legs. He really helps his team in a big way. You've got to think that they feel great about where they are in this ball game, and they feel even better about him leading their team.
Well, he's hoping to put them into a better spot after this drive. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. On second down, here's Henry. And he breaks through another tackle. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he slips up past the 45 before being
He
tackled.
broke through a wave and took off.
Pick up a 15 for Tennessee.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on
Live.
task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
47, S52, Desai, Buffalo, deep pass, Dagger,
Dagger.
comeback, Louisville post, flood,
Flood. I'm going to go to
full
Flood
screen,
here.
recognizing Mac, 4-3, set 2, HS Derrick for 10, week 7, 11-6 Jackson Berryman, 12-5 Cincinnati Luo, LTCO Power O, 103rd OPT flood.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
We'll take that penalty.
Game offense.
There's so much extra text here on the screen and I don't like it.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis, and he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 36. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Okay, we're going to go back up to a Dagger.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress as well as. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down.
There's
So let's
pass
see what this is
interference on the
about.
play. I do believe they will decline it.
And yes,
They will.
want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point try now for Succop.
Joshua Dobbs hit a
He's got it, and the
nice
lead
dagger
swells.
route.
It's 28-6.
Receiver was wide open, and
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Tennessee score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, baby.
The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's
Logan Ryan in the coverage, 2nd and 10. Here comes the pressure.
Rivers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen makes the catch. I don't know if that'll be a first down. They're going no huddle.
Give him 12
Incomplete. 12 yards, first down. That's the end of first down. Looking for Travis Benjamin, not Kelvin Benjamin.
Let's face it, if you want to get
2nd down and 10. Late in the second quarter. Chargers trying to make something happen. Trying to stay in it. Rivers throws it deep. Pass is going to be incomplete.
2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
And that pass is going to be intercepted. Jalen Ramsey, you're not going to catch him. Ramsey down the left sideline. That is a touchdown, Titans. Say goodnight, Mom. Jalen Ramsey, the former Jaguar.
In the National Football League, there's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Suck up for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Rivers throwing over the middle, and it's
He got rid of that one too quickly because he heard footsteps.
Target, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So on 4th down, here's the punter, Jeff Locke, to kick it away. They punted 3
tried
times
to send a block
as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards.
To the 30, to the 40, to the 46-yard line.
His field general once more leading his offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
He finds Taylor, complete. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now Dobbs.
Goes for Taylor again. That is going to be a touchdown. 2 passes to Taywan, 2 touchdowns.
Taywan Taylor, as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to pour it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point up and good by Succo. And a rout is on here in this first half. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
I don't think the Titans are going to want to stop it. That's it.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, where it was the visiting Jaguars who were able to come away with the road victory. 19-16, the final, in a close one.
Wow.
From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, and they lost to us
Damian
last
Williams,
week, too.
What a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory.
Wow, Damian
Lastly,
Williams.
let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening
It's
with the
in
Bears
Chi-Town.
at home at Soldier Field. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints.
Uh-oh.
Anthony Miller, a touchdown reception.
Wow, way to go, Chicago.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do.
He's got him in, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
Wow.
A big play that time for the Titans. 58 yards.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
What they're trying to do is let Dobbs run it in.
Stepping up,
and he did it again.
For a Tennessee touchdown. Joshua Dobbs keeping it himself from 10 yards away. As his guys
32 rushing yards after a 53-yard pass play.
The first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. extra point put through by Succop, and the lead will swell by one more. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Going to kick it deep.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20.
I wonder how many more times we can sack Phillip Rivers today.
And we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Rivers. His throw incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. He's the guy, Mike Williams, that the Chargers took 7th overall a couple of years ago. Battled injuries as a rookie, but in full health last year, he caught 43 passes with a knack of really finding the end zone. 10 of those 43 catches went for touchdowns. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Rivers. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Come on now. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field.
Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked on
There's
by Casey
a
Hayward.
pick six.
And this is going to be a Charger touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6.
And it's blocked. Well, the Titans pick it up. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
So even when they get a touchdown in this game, which hasn't really been a stellar contest for them, they can't even cap it off and kick the extra point.
Yeah, just not a whole lot going right for them in this game.
I know that when they get into film, this is going to be Exhibit A about how this game went for this team. Oh, we finally score. Can't even kick the extra point.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's been great. Look down at the stat monitor here a moment ago. He's already over 300 yards in the 3rd quarter.
And you get the sense there are plenty more yards to come. He's been sharp right from the beginning, finding the open targets. Knows exactly where he wants to go with the football and is delivering it really well.
And now he is in search of more yardage on this drive. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Henry. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
OPT flood. Full screen projector. Recognizing result there. 10 weeks. Sec 1 to max. 12 third. Boost 47. JW roast. Smash. Texas. Drive. Shallow pro.
Smash. Texas drive. Shallow cross.
Full screen projector. Source. Recognizing. Act 4206. 47. Calls. POW 12.2 AVG. POW RN. 12 week 7. 17. O.am. Sector Y. Shallow cross.
Oh,
the run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a whistle and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. To throw on 2nd and 6. Dobbs. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Dobbs now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
Low cost. G calls. FL cross. IOEAVG. Run. Equals IG.EAFG. Y shallow cross.
Here we go. 60 out low. 58 right there. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield.
Here we go.
He'll get it up the middle, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Suckup, and that will extend this big lead. So that drives 7 plays in length, and Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run.
9:44 p.m.
It's only 9:44. We've been doing this. And this is... It's hard to do a 4-hour Madden stream, and I was hoping to have some competition.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Into the third quarter.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Rivers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated.
Titans tried to send pressure, couldn't find any.
Really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So here are the Titans to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
That's going to be a long day. 49. Go. Let's go, defense.
Again, it's Henry. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Be a first down. The Titans in a new
We
set.
always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Let's go. It's set.
On 1st down, Henry. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Titans come up to the line of scrimmage. And they have a very commanding lead at this point, trying to slow things down. Trying to give those receivers a rest, so they may try and flip it to Davis here. They do flip it to Davis. And that's going to be a first down.
With another first down at the Chargers 39.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain.
Dobbs can run it, and he's proven it tonight.
Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
49. Mike's 49. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. 49. 49's the Mike. 49's the Mike. Come on.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Titans are doing well right now. And yes, I know this is on rookie difficulty, and I know the other one is on a much higher difficulty, and I'm gonna have to practice more, and I'm gonna have to do more, and you know, that's my fault. I didn't do.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
It's caught by Davis. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a 1st down as well. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence? And they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
I think you got it, son. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch the pass.
Here's Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rivers, he'll get this to Eckler. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly
Titans
in
get
this
the ball
game,
for
and
one more
to be frank,
possession.
They just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good.
No, they're going to get another running into the kicker penalty. That's just not right. They need to take that penalty away.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Rivers again. He's got Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Open man is Cantrell. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. One last shot now for Rivers. This is caught by Williams. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Titans are going to win that one.
Explosion help.
We're going to look at some of the stats in this one, and we'll go from there.
Guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Tennessee, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaunt. You've been watching the NFL on EA
rating
Sports.
128.8, completions 13, attempts 19, passing yards 339, QB rating 120, rushing selected, player name D. Henry, player name Maya Killer, player name J. Dobbs, attempts 8, yards 50. Average yards per carry 6.2. Touchdowns 2.
2 rushing touchdowns for Joshua
Player named
Dobbs.
D. Henry. Attempts 17. Yards 98.
2 yards away from 100.
Post game report. Finish game. Entering player upgrades screen, you have 3 options. Quentin Nelson is selected. Pass protector. Power. Derek Barnett. Kenny Vaccaro. Zone. Hybrid. Front stopper. Speed rusher. Entering franchise hub screen, things to do. Scout College, view weekly awards. Scout training complete. View box score is select. Advance week. Things to do, you have Force Advance. Ready to advance. Force Advance. Choose Stadium. View weekly awards.
Ooh.
Choose Stadium is selected. Generic list item.
Oh boy.
Full screen projector. Source Elgato. Recognizing result.elbows. Owner bullet value bullet rules S22EM. Fan opinion. If dev skip the sleeves. They want to get the corporate. Owner is Gana at top. Sell everything A. Home top forces. R. Tiger. NF 750 million going to sit and cheap. Wooden chairs. Bill cost. Seating capacity. Seats. Stadium size. OU proposal. OPAC. $0.75B. GGOOO. 2500. Weekly cost. Market size. City personality. Stadium funding. 0.36 million small. Laid back. Full screen projector. Source Elgato.
Generic list item.
Recognizing result. Bill cost. Seating capacity. Suites. Stadium size. OU proposal. OPAC. $1.172,000. 5,000. Weekly cost. Market size. City personality. Stadium funding. $0.56 million. Small. Laid back. Elbows. Owner bullet value. Bullet fan opinion. Dev art. This is the right top. Go spend the extra. Money and GN far. Traditional my son and made for the first. Home game. Love is old school. Stadium doesn't looks. Like the Rose Bowl baseball stadium. Riddler lesser plie. Awful seats for the fans. Your the suites. Fans. Your luxury for the suites. The suites. The suites.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get some help with this. This is one of the things that you needed sighted assistance for, and be back in just a minute, guys.
No screen.
Well, let me fix that for you.
Hold on. It says Acer. It's working. Give me a second. Come on, screen. There you go. Okay. The easiest thing to do, in my opinion, is to go to the left ones.
Generic list item.
You already moved it, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Generic list
So
item.
that one.
So go left again.
Generic list item. Generic list item.
Again.
Generic list item. Generic list item.
What's wrong?
I can't see them very well. Hold on.
Do you want me to magnify
Okay,
it?
go on.
Generic list item. Generic list item. Generic list item. Generic list item.
Look, use your
Generic
arrows,
list
please.
item. Generic list item.
Keep going.
Generic list item.
Go.
Generic list item.
Oh, okay, the workspace. Where does it say what the name of the stadium is? Okay, that's why that wasn't changing. Okay, that's deluxe. Hybrid code. So go again.
Generic list item.
That's deluxe futuristic. Which one do you want? The one we always get?
Mm-hmm.
So go right.
Generic list
Again.
item. Generic list item.
Again.
Generic list item.
Yeah, deluxe traditional.
Thanks, love.
I was looking in the wrong spot.
Now, what do you need my help with?
It would take long. It would take a while. I'll manage it on my phone.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you're streaming.
Okay. Oh, but... Yes, I know I'm streaming, but that doesn't mean I don't want to help you.
Generic list item. Generic list item. Entering franchise hub screen things to do. Scout college players. View weekly award. Scout. Start weekly training. Play season game is selected. Entering. Yes. Entering main menu. Franchise. Exhibition. Superstar. Ultimate Team. Pop-up dismiss. Missions. 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 Entering new items screen 50 coins. Entering new items screen, you have 2 options. Madden Mythic collectible is selected. MCS Champion Token Madden collectible. Madden Mythic collectible. Quixel is selected. Entering Quixel pop-up Quixel Mythic to gain 50 coins. No. Yes. MCS Champion Token Madden collectible. Add to set is selected. Entering add to set. Cancel. Add to set is selected. Entering add to set. Baker Mayfield Madden Future Stars QB94 overall. Justin Simmons Madden Future Stars FS94 overall. Shaquille Griffin Madden Future Stars CB93 overall. Robbie Anderson Madden Future Stars WR93 overall. Evan Ingram Madden Future Stars T93 overall. Harold Landry I'm Madden Future Stars World 93 overall. Upgrade is selected. Compare is selected. Promote to starter is selected. Entering warning pop-up, your lineup already includes H. Landry III. You can't add another copy of the exact same player item to your lineup. OK. Compare is selected. Promote to Quixel is selected. Upgrade is selected. Quixel is selected. Entering Quixel pop-up Quixel H. Landry II to gain 253 training. No. Upgrade is selected. Entering Scheme Chemistry slot screen, you have 3 options. You have 5 options is selected. Entering confirm upgrade pop-up. Do you want to upgrade for 5 training? Accept.
Blind Ryan, check your DM. Discord link.
Hello, Ryan. I will certainly do that when I'm back on my laptop. I am actually not on my laptop at the moment, and this program does not have TW Blue, and I'm not as familiar using a regular Twitter client at this point.
Entering new items screen, you have 6 options. Harold Landry I'm Madden Future Stars World 93 overall is selected.
Blind
Compare
Ryan,
is
why do we
selected.
all have such high-pitched voices? I've never met a blind person with a baritone voice, tongue-poking smiley.
Well, actually, I am a baritone, at least vocally. So, and I actually knew a guy, a blind person who has a bass voice.
Promote to starter is selected. Upgrade is selected. Compare is selected.
Let's see, let's...
Harold Landry, Demario Davis Core Elite World 80. Harold Landry II Core Gold World 76 overall.
I'm gonna get rid of you if you can.
Ascending.
Blind Ryan, he maybe it's because I've lived in the West Coast all my life.
Perhaps.
Ewan Price Core Bronze World. Matt Longacre Core Bronze World 60 overall.
Oh, now I gotta...
Descending.
Yeah, let's have that descend, please.
Harold Landry II Core Gold World 76 overall. Cap value.
You know what? I gotta get rid of you.
Upgrade is selected.
I'm gonna get rid of you because...
Baker Mayfield Madden Future Stars
You know what?
QB94 overall. Entering new items screen, rookie premier token collectible is selected. Add to sets is selected. Entering add Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Ooh.
Entering add to set pop up when you add this item to the Clyde Edwards-Helaire set. It will leave your item binder and you can quick sell, auction, or trade that item. Cancel.
I need to go look at the binder and try and get rid of...
Entering new items screen. 1 pack type EXS award pack count 1 is selected. Entering screen. 1 pack type gold team fantasy pack count 1 is selected. Entering screen. 1 pack type gold team fantasy pack count 1 is selected. Missions. Play, you have 6 options. Challenges is selected. Store, you have 4 options. Featured item is selected. Team, you have 5 options. Adjust lineup is selected. Item binder.
Madden Ultimate Team, my friend.
Robbie Anderson. Justin Simmons, Madden Future Stars FS94 overall. Robbie Anderson, Madden Future Stars WR93 overall. Upgrade is selected. Compare is selected. Promote to starter is selected. Entering lineup pop-up, promote R. Anderson to yes. Upgrade is selected. Demario Davis Corl, Ray Lewis Most Feared ML, Jonathan Joseph Corgold, Ray Lewis Most Feared MLB 80 overall.
Ooh. I want to promote you to starter.
Upgrade is selected. Compare is Wixel is selected. Upgrade is selected.
Oh, he already is. Okay.
Jonathan Joseph Corgold, Derrick Henry Corgold HB 79 overall, Jack Conklin Corgold RT 70. Aken NWOSU Corgold LOLD 70s. Daquan Jones Corgold DDs. Jayden Brown Corgold MLB 7. Darren Lee Corgold MLB 7. Jonnu Smith Corgold T7. Jamal Adams Ultimate Train. Russell Douglas Corgold CB7. Kamilai Correa Corgold. Kamilai Correa Corgold. David Wilsonberry Core Silver Eld. Mark Week Christian Core Silver. Jeremy McNichols Core Silver 8. Logan Woodside Core Silver. Damon Webb by I-Core. Vincent Ray Core Bronze Lil. Brandon Fusco Core Bronze. Brandon LaFell Core Bronze. Bryce Petty Core Bronze QBs. Matt Longacre Core Bronze. Andre Branch Core Bronze. Kenny Britt Core Bronze Double. 62-81. Bears Base Light Uniform. Boeing Quick Sells. Titans Offense Balanced Playbook. Titans Starter Pack Light Uniform. 62-81 Overpower Up. Bears Base Dark Uniform. Theme Selector Token Pull. Jeremy Curley Core Bronze. Frosty Rucker Core Bronze. Monty Teo Core. Cody Sensabaugh. Bruce Ellington Core Bronze WR. Cody Sensabaugh Core Bronze CD 60 overall. Bruce Ellington. John Sullivan. Mitch Online Core Bronze. Kenneth Durden Core. Latroy Lewis. Christian Miller. Jamil Douglas Course. Anthony Ferkser Core. AJ Brown Core. LeShaun Sims Core Gold. David Montgomery Core Rookie. Greg Olson Ultimate Trainers T.Y. Hilton Ultimate. And Brown Woods Core Gold D. Derek Watt Core Gold FD 75. Daquan Jones Core Gold. Adam Humphreys Core Gold. Jason Wooden Core Gold T7. Taylor Lewin Core Gold Delta. Brett Kern Core Gold Piece. Bobby Wagner Mud Heroes ML. Demarcus Lawrence Core Elite 82 overall. Larry Allen Legends RG 89 overall. Baker Mayfield Madden Future Stars QB 94 overall. Shaquille Griffin Madden Future Stars CB 93 overall. Harold Landry II Madden Future Stars Rolled 93 overall. Mitchell Schwartz Core Elite RT 84 overall. Shaq Mason Core Elite RG 82 overall. Patrick Mahomes Mud Superstars QB 80 overall. Hunter Henry Core Gold T 79 overall. Corey Davis Core Gold WR 79 overall. Hunter Henry Core. Diane Lewis Core Gold HB 17. Brett Kern Core Gold P 79. Taylor Lewin Core Gold LT 7. Will Fuller V Core Gold. Cody White Hair Core Gold C. Jack Whiskey Art Core Gold SS780. Matt Hair Core Gold P7. Rashawn Evans Core Gold. Sinio Kilometer. Jason Wooden Core Gold. Jack Conklin Core Gold RT7. Aken NWOSU Core Gold Lold 70. Adam Humphreys Core Gold. Harold Landry III Core Gold Rolled 76 overall.
You have to go
Upgrade
away.
is selected. Compare is. Add to sets is. Option is selected. Quixel is selected.
What do I get for you if I quick sell you?
Entering. Quixel pop-up. Quixel H Landry II to gain 45 training. No.
No, I'm gonna auction you.
Option is selected. Entering. Undefined pop-up. Starting price. Duration option is set to 1 hour. Starting price option is set to 200. Starting price option is set to 250. Starting price. Buy it now option is set to 1. Buy it now option. Buy it now Buy it now price option is set to 350. Duration option is set to 1 hour. Starting price option.
Well, this is
Entering.
accessible.
Confirm pop-up or yes.
This wasn't.
Entering. Item in lineup pop-up. This item is currently in your active lineup. If you post it to the auction.
No.
Post to auction house.
I'm not
Cancel.
good at making these as
Post to
Sarah is,
auction house.
but it's called Puppet Show.
Mm.
Oh, this is my modified version. Usually you make it with Chex Mix. I personally like it better with Cookie Crisp.
I do too. Nicely done, love.
I'm gonna put them in the freezer.
For later. Hey, how about that in Criminal Minds later? Oh, I'm playing Ultimate Team, love. I just, I opened up a bunch of packs and there's a Harold Landry Future Stars who's 94. And I got another QB that's a 93. But I'm going to add to my lineup, and I just auctioned off my original Harold Landry by myself. So auctioning players is accessible now.
Entering Ultimate Team screen. You have 5 options. You have 5 options. Item binder is selected.
Uh-huh.
So what you do?
Yep.
Baker Mayfield Madden Future Stars QB94 overall. Larry Allen Legends RG89. Demarcus Lawrence Core Elite 82. Bobby Wagner Mud Heroes MLB 80. Brett Kern Core Gold P79 overall. Taylor Lewin Core Gold. Brett Kern Core. Demarcus Lawrence. Larry Allen Legends RG89 overall. Ken Houston Legends SS85. Mitchell Schwartz Core Elite RT84 overall. Harold Landry II Madden Future Stars Rolled 90. Upgrade is selected. Compare is. Promote to starter is selected. Entering lineup pop-up promote H Landry II yes. Upgrade is
Nice.
Then you
selected.
dump them. I'm not done. Then you put some powdered sugar into a big bag, like a gallon-sized bag.
Mitchell Schwartz Core Elite
You
RT84
dump your
overall.
coated gloppy cereal
Upgrade
mixture,
is selected. Compare is. Add to
in
sets
there.
is selected.
Uh-huh.
Option is selected.
and then
Quixel is
shake it up
selected.
until it coats all
Upgrade
of the
is selected.
pieces.
Quixel
Though some
is
of them won't be
selected.
individual, some of them will be clusters.
Add to sets.
But it is what it
Option
is.
is selected.
Of course.
Entering undefined pop-up. Starting price option is set to 200. Starting price option is set to 350.
Oh, that's good.
Buy it now option is set to 1. Buy it now price option is set to 400.
And the occasional cereal is still in there. I heard you crunch one. And I crunched one.
Buy it now price option is set to 250. Buy it now price option is set to 200. Buy it now price option is set to 250. Buy it now price option is set to 350. Buy it now option.
No, that's awesome, love.
Starting price option is set to 200.
It's not like I don't like it.
Starting price option is set to 400. Starting price option. Buy it now option is set to 1. Buy it now price option is set to 500. Buy it now price option is set to 450. Buy it now option. Starting price option is set to 400. Buy it now price option is set to 350. Buy it now option is set to on. Entering. Yes. Entering. Item in lineup pop-up. This item is currently in your active lineup. If you post it to the auction house, it will be moved out of your lineup, creating an empty slot. This may cause your lineup to be invalidated. Are you sure you want to post TH? Buy it now option is set to on. Quixel is selected. Shaq Mason for Elite RG82 overall. Patrick Mahomes Mutt Superstars QB80 overall. Entering Ultimate Team screen, you have 5 options.
I know.
Item binder is selected. Settings. Rename team. Competitive missions, you have 27 options. NFL Draft. NFL Draft. Welcome to Ultimate Team. Team Captains. Rookie Premier. Entering mission select screen, you have 2 options. Earn all 10 at rookie players is selected. Entering mission steps screen, you have 3 options. Earn 193 over at rookie player and challenges is selected. Entering ways to complete screen, rookie premier is selected. Entering challenge select screen. In with the new milestones. Entering milestones screen, you have 2 options. Tier 1 is selected. Entering rookie in with the new. Entering in with the new sequence screen, you have 10 options. Joe Burrow is selected.
The sweeps. Fans. Result document. Full screen project. Recognizing result document. Joe Burrow. X1011,000. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. COUM. Cole KMET. Tristan Wirfs.
Joe Burrow sequence setup, you have 29 options. Easy is selected.
Full screen project. Recognizing result challenges ice. Difficulty. Easy. Play solo. Play co-op. Kyan Welser 3s. Dirk Limpwood. Major Nelson. Osmus Farrows. Back. Description. After transferring from his first college, Joe Burrow led the league in completions, OPR, yards, and touchdowns. He broke the national championship to record, so it's not dirty as rated number 1 novel. Conditions. Home first and 10 first QTRL 224p. You have 11 new notifications. Requirements. Bullet score touchdowns this app. Bonus. Score passing touchdowns. Score rushing touchdown. 10 NLLE. Rookie. Rewards. Arcade. Nat 93 of our player. 250x coins. 250x coins. Coins. Full screen projector. Source Elgato.
Play solo.
Let's play a little Madden Ultimate Team, everyone.
Entering invalid lineup warning pop-up. There are gaps in the depth chart at the following positions. There must be no open slots between players in the depth chart. Ray, go to player lineup. Lineup offense quarterback, you have 2 options. Patrick Mahomes but Superstars QB80 overall is selected. Tennessee Titans. Best team overall. Matt Ryan Ultimate. Patrick Mahomes but Superstars QB80 overall. Matt Ryan Ultimate Trainers QB72. Fullback, you have 2 options. Derek Watt for Gold FD70. Entering invalid lineup or exit lineup screen. Edit player lineup. Exit lineup screen. Entering challenge select. Joe Burrow sequence. Entering in with the new sequence. Entering rookie premier challenge screen, you have 2 options. In with the new is selected. Missions. Entering ways to complete screen. Entering mission steps screen. You have 3 options. Earn 190. Entering mission select screen. You have 2 options. Entering campaigns screen. You have 27 options. Rookie Premier is selected. Entering leave ultimate team pop-up. Yes. No. Competitive you have 5 options. Team you have 5 options. Adjust lineup is selected. Item binder. Settings. Adjust lineup. Lineup defense quarterback you have 2 options. Patrick Mahomes but superstar. Right guard you have 2 options. Shaq Mason for elite RG82 overall. Tennessee Titans. Best team overall. Offense. Shaq Mason for elite RG82. Larry Allen Legends RG89 overall. Right tackle you have. Right guard. Center you have 2 options. Left guard you have 2 options. Shaq Mason for elite RG77 overall. Entering ultimate team screen you have 5 options. You have 5 options. Adjust lineup is selected. Competitive team you have item binder. Settings. Rename team. Competitive you have team you have sets. Adjust lineup. Store you have 4 options. Browse the store. Options. Browse the store. Entering ultimate team screen you have 5 options. You have 4 options. Browse the store is options ampersand trades. Featured item is selected. Play you have 6 options. Challenges is selected. Missions you have 27 options. Competitive you have 5 options. Gear up for game day is selected. Team you have 5 options. Adjust lineup is selected.
Okay, but how do you...
Lineup offense quarterback you have 2 options. Baker Mayfield Madden Future Stars QB94 overall is selected.
Oh, I think it's fixed my lineup, so let's go.
Entering ultimate teams. Competitive you have 5 options. Gear up for game day is selected. Schedule of events. Missions you have 27 options. NFL Draft. Welcome to Ultimate Team Captains. Rookie Premier. Entering mission select screen you have 2 options. Earn all 10 at Rookie. Entering mission steps screen you have 3 options. Earn 193 Auburn. Entering ways to complete screen. Rookie Premier is selected. Entering challenge select screen. In with the new milestones. In with the new. Entering in with the new sequence screen you have 10 options. Joe Burrow is selected. Joe Burrow sequence setup you have 29 options. Easy is selected.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thank you, Coach. This challenge begins in the first quarter with over 2 minutes remaining. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. You've got possession in your own territory as we get set here on first down. And And the Bengals offense set and ready to roll here on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And now running right through it. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Let's go, baby.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. If you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
31.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Suggestions. Formation. Concept.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And boy, he did all he could, but he's going to finally be stopped a couple yards short of the 1st. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Anderson a 1st down and more. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. CD, that call, it took some guts. It's not like they were at the 1-yard line. They had some distance to go.
They certainly did, and, you know, a lot of people might say that's fly by the seat of your pants type of coaching, but it's also sending a message out there. We're going to be unpredictable. You can't prepare for anything with us. You never know which way we're going to go. We zig, you zag.
And now some serious opening drive momentum. Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. 6-0 our score after 1.
Joe Flacco, the quarterback for the Broncos here.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
Now, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
25 yards there on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go. 8, read. 45. Let's go, D. Smooth. Mike, 45. I'm going to run you, dude.
Here's Kamara off the draw. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Hey, team 6.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Still on his feet. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now back to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
It's never any fun, Brandon, when you're the defensive team and the first drive of the game, you give up a touchdown.
And this is on one of the higher difficulties
make those adjustments and come back for your
that I'm
next
playing
series
this on,
with the intent
so
of shutting them down.
Now Dawson for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score.
That was 15 plays? Are you sure? I don't think so.
The kickoff
oh
unit is
no,
out
this
on the
kick's
field,
going to be
and they will
terrible.
send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Check 48 to Mike. I'm trying to collect. 36.
Flacco off play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Flacco, a veteran in these situations, hurrying his guys up. After the sack on 1st down, Flacco, he's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Got a man, he finds Sanders. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. Now Flacco. He'll find Lindsay here. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. A red zone first down for Flacco. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37.
They'll hit it.
The kick by McManus is good. Not quite enough that time. Maybe just try a lower start difficulty if you can and select replay challenge and give it another go.
Well, I'm not really sure what the... Oh, I know what happened.
Post finished aim.
Okay, so I don't get Joe Burrow in this instance. Let me see what I did wrong. And nor do I get any experience.
Entering challenge select screen. Entering All for Life 8657 screen, you have 4 options. Gained at least 100 offensive yards is selected.
I don't get to see what my...
Entering challenge select. Entering in with the new sequence screen, you have 10 options. Joe Burrow is selected. Joe
Let's
Burrow
try to get
sequence
Joe
setup,
Burrow.
you have 29 options. Easy is selected.
Okay, easy is fine. Let's look at the challenge one more
Concept.
time.
Full screen project. Recognizing result document. Challenge ice. Different easy. Place of late Kaya Durga Limp Major Mills Osmus Pharaoh back. Description after transferring from his first college. Joe Burrow led lead in completions, OBR yards, and touchdowns. He broke the national championship to record, so it's no. Non-Derby is graded number 1 novel. Conditions. Home first and 10 first QTRL 224B. Requirements. Bullet score touchdowns this half. Bonus. Score passing touchdowns. Score rushing touchdown. 10 NLLE. Rookie. Rewards. Arcade. Nat 93 of our player. 250x coins. 250x coins. Coins. 250x coins. 83. 83. 83. 83. Full screen projector.
Now let me see if the thing changes.
Result challenge ice. Diffic normal place of late co-op. Kaya G. Wells Durga Lim Major Osmus back. Description after transferring from the league and broke the national non-derby as conditions. Home first and 10 first QTRL 2 requirements. Bullet score touchdowns this half. Bonus. Score passing touchdowns. Score rushing touchdown. 10 NLLE. All pro. Rewards. Arcade. Nat 93 of our player. 250x coins. 250x coins. Coins. 250x coin. 83. 83. 83. 83. 83.
Okay,
Full screen projector.
unless I'm not supposed to...
Play solo. Normal.
Unless I'm not supposed to...
Challenges ice. Challenges slash rookie from ice. Difficulty. Hard. Play solo. Play co-op. ING Durga Lim Major Mel Osmus Fair Pack. Description. After transferring from the league and broke the national derby as conditions. Home first and 10 first Q requirements. Bullet score touchdowns this half. Bonus. Score passing touchdown. Score rush 10 NLLE. Competitive. Rewards. Nat 93 of our player. 250x 250x coins. 250x coin. 83. 83. 83. 83.
Okay, I think I know what I
Full screen
did.
projector. Source Elgato.
Place hard. Play hard. Play easy.
Okay, let's take it easy this time and see what we can do.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
All right, thank you, Coach. This challenge begins in the first quarter with over 2 minutes remaining. We're still without a score, tied at 0. You've got the ball on your side of the field, and it's 1st and 10.
Let's see if we can see what the challenge is. Did they fix
Entering
this by any
screen,
chance?
Instant replay. Highlights. Instant resume. Call timeout. Superstar X Factor. Call timeout. Challenge goals.
No, but I wonder if this screen is a little more accessible.
Full screen projector. Source recognizing result document.
It's raining
Requirements.
outside.
Bullet score 3 plus touchdowns this half.
Ah.
Bonus. Score passing touchdowns. Score rushing touchdown star N. O back. Oh back. Oh back.
Okay, that's my problem. I didn't score
screen.
3.
Entering. Pause screen. Resume.
And the offense readies for a first down and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2nd and 3. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Malik Jackson able to get him for a loss of about 3. Now they try the right side here.
Gotta give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of
the Red Sea parts.
Kamara's gonna score.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 48 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly again, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Play action. Flacco. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. And it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Passing play. Flacco. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man. Complete.
Wow. I don't believe it. That ball, there was a defender there. He got hit.
1 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down.
I don't believe it. Wow.
When I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
This is concept.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he nearly picked it. Maybe daylight in front of him if he could have held on. Instead, 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And
what a throw by Joe Burrow.
Robbie Anderson 73 yards, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Seeing some
What
pretty good
a
offense
throw.
here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up.
Going to try to complete this
29-yard
Ultimate
line.
Team Challenge. We are less than an hour. We have an hour and 10 minutes away from the completion of our Madden Monday, and I just want to say it's been fun. I wish that I could have had a little more player interaction, but maybe tomorrow will be different with the
operating off play action. Flacco. He completes this.
Maybe tomorrow will be different, but the Minecraft will be a shorter stream of 2 hours. Wednesday and Thursday and Friday will be a 2-hour stream. Don't know if we're going to have weekend streams or not at this point. The weekends I generally reserve for myself, but I want to try to...
1st and 10 here for Flacco. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders.
Emmanuel Sanders, he's good.
Into
the first quarter.
Of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
We got one more quarter to score one more touchdown.
On 1st and 10,
Hello.
it's Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Flacco. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means
there's no way this drive's been 13 plays.
They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. Oh, he's going to go for it all.
And that pass is going to be intercepted.
Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarkrisky Tart. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Tart picked it off.
This is a real lift for a defense. It's been a long drive, and you're starting to drag a a little bit out there. Been pushed back, and now instead of caving in, here's the play you were waiting for. And the interception means that long drive is going to yield nothing for the offense.
Formation concept. I think that's formation.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And for them a touchdown their last go-around, obviously they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
Bravo!
Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. He's going to fire one. That's caught inside the 20.
Anderson, touchdown.
Cincinnati scores.
No, Corey Davis.
And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
And the fireworks have gone off, and that was on easy difficulty. We could have done it in harder difficulty, and let's go back out of here and
Post-game report player stats. Finish game.
I love the little fireworks. That's pretty cool. So that's one challenge down. See what we win here.
Entering challenge select screen. Entering all for life 8657 screen you have 6. Entering pop up.
Hey, what's the pop-up say?
Concept.
Does this mean I leveled up? Let's see.
Recognizing result doc level 78. Oh, continue. Oh, continue. Levels leave slash
Yep.
up slash. Level 7 leave slash up slash.
Level up.
Full screen projector. Source Elgato. Recognizing result comms. You know your rewards gained. V0141 LBL1D. First solo win of the day. Completed game slash challenge. Gained at least 200 offensive yards. Got at least 1 sack or interception. Made at least 5 tackles. Scored at least 14 points. Oh, continue all. 30 XP the next level. 800 XP.
Wow.
LBL 19. 770 XP. Plus 400 XP. Star 100 XP. Plus 240 XP. Plus 20 XP. Plus 20 XP. Full screen projector. Source Elgato.
Entering new items screen 625 coins.
625 coins for that. Wow. I'll take that.
Entering new items screen Joe Burrow M20 rookie Premier QB 93 overall is selected.
Yes, sir.
Upgrade is selected. Compare is selected. Promote to starter
Promote
is
to
selected.
starter.
Entering lineup pop-up promote J Burrow to starting QB. This will demote Baker Mayfield. No. Yes.
Besides, I like Joe Burrow anyways. Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU.
Entering new items screen level master upgrade token collectible is selected.
Don't really know what I can do with that.
Entering challenge select. Entering in with the new sequence screen you have 10 options. Joe Burrow is select. Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Ooh. Another
Clyde
LSU
Edwards-Helaire
player.
sequence
Clyde
set, you have 29 options,
Edwards-Helaire.
easy is selected. Play solo. Easy.
Let's see what this one is.
Recognizing result rookie. Challenge Edwards 4 difficulty. Easy. Play solo. Play co-op. ING Letter Linwood. Major Nelson Osmus Fair Pack. Description. Edwards-Helaire is starting job his junior year end. Proceeded to rush for over 100 yards and caught 5 passes in the victorious national championship. He has drafted number 3 overall by the Chiefs. Conditions. Away first and 10 up by 11 third order. Requirements. Bullet rush for 110 star yards. Bonus. Score a rushing touchdown. Pass for yards. 432s. 10 NLLD. Rookie. Rewards. Arcade. Mac 93 of our player.
Okay.
Full screen projector. Source Elgato.
Play so easy.
And Ultimate Team, by the way, is way more accessible than what it was in 2019. In the 2019 version, there was no accessibility. You were basically flying by the seat of your pants. And at least in the 2020 version, they've made a lot of the menu stuff accessible. There's still a lot that's not. The store is not. There's still some areas that are not, but at least it's far more doable than it is now. And Brian, I don't know if you're still here or not, but how's that group coming along? I know you said that there's a...
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an Ultimate Challenge. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
Thank you, Coach. We start this challenge off in quarter number 3 with over 4 minutes left. You're up by 2 scores. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line as we get set here, 1st and 10.
Let's see. 1, formation, concept. And they were going to want us to run, so... But I do want to check really quickly at the...
Entering, pause, call to out, challenge goals.
This is what I want to look at here. Okay.
Recognizing result dot Clyde. Vol. Clyde 2B17 car. 3rd. 430. 25. Requirements. Bullet rush for 110 plus yards. Bonus. Score a rushing touchdown. Pass for yards. O back. O back. O back.
Okay.
Full screen projector. TCTS and 1 more page. Personal Microsoft Edge window. TCTS Ops 25 Ops 64. Start recording. Stop stream it scene for add transition to audio mixer sources window list Elgato column 1. Menu proper filter interact on the window full screen projector source 1 op 64.
I accidentally broke that.
Entering pause screen resume.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara.
Wait a minute, Kamara. I thought that. Oh, I have to earn him. I'm not actually playing with him at the moment.
But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
All right, hold on. I don't know where I am now. Okay, I think that's play type, so I'm going to go back up here 1. There we go.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams.
Oh goodness, I'm playing against Luke Kuechly.
But I love watching a team that has
Luke Kuechly will not be in Madden 21. He just announced his retirement a few months ago.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here.
Okay, I'm going to have to do something. I'm going to have to run.
Situation. They'll look to throw here. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate, and he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone.
And what I like about Ultimate Team and the other mode that I may show you, depending upon how much time we have left, is these are mini games. These are not full. These are not full games. These are little mini challenges. Now, some of these are full games. There's a battle section of Ultimate Team that is full games, and you can earn certain rewards that way. But not all of Ultimate Team is accessible yet. So
this fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Kamara. Still going. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Alvin Kamara, the former Tennessee Volunteer, was Rookie of the Year when he came in. Congratulations to Kamara.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. 14 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Dawson able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be taken down right around the 27.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right?
Yes,
as the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Okay, I want to check my...
Call timeout. Challenge game stats.
Because I want to check my running back stats here.
Entering statistics screen team stats. Total offense home. Score home 17 away 42. Player stats team vol. Team car. Team vol. Player name Jay Burrow. QB rating 152. Completions 90. Attempts 22. Passing yards 200. Attempt
My
completions.
God, he's amazing.
Player name Jay Burrow. Player name C. Newton. Player name Jay Burrow. Rushing selected. Attempts 15. Player name C. Edwards Hilaire. Attempts 15. Yards 78. Player name C. Edwards Hilaire. Player name C. McCaffrey. Player name E. Smith. Player name C. Edwards Hilaire. Attempts 50. Yards 78. Entering. Pause screen. Resume.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. On the counter, here's Kamara. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Well, there you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
And I'm sure I have left some stars on the table, and you know, that's fine. We'll figure those out as time goes on. But
Post-game report player stats.
I did finish and get the
Entering
player that I
statistics
wanted,
screen
and I
player.
can always go
Post-game.
back.
Finish game.
I can always go back when my team has gotten better.
Entering challenge select screen. Entering all for life 8657 screen you have. Entering pop-up.
Did I level up again? I did. How about that? And there's some more text here.
Full screen projector.
I think this is telling me.
Result.com. Mud level 19. You know your rewards gain. B014 LBL 9410 XP. XP. Completed game / challenge. Gained at least 100 offensive yards. Got at least 1 sack or interception. Made at least 5 tackles. Scored at least 14 points. Oh, continue all. 490 XP to next level. Full screen projector.
490 XP.
Entering new items screen 375 coins. Entering new items screen Clyde Edwards-Helaire M20 rookie premier HP 93 overall is selected.
Yes, sir. I want him.
Upgrade is selected. Compare. Promote to starter is selected. Entering lineup pop-up promotes the Edwards-Helaire to starting AHG. This will demote Emmitt Smith. No. Yes.
Yes.
10,000 coins. Coin Quixel collectible.
Wow.
Quixel is selected. Entering Quixel pop-up Quixel 10k coins to gain 10,000 coins. No.
Yes.
Entering new items screen 1 pack type daily objectives pack XP 16 to 29. Count 1 is selected. Entering new items screen 1,500 coins. Coin Quixel collectible is selected. Quixel is selected. Entering. Yes.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
Entering challenge select. Entering in with the new sequence screen you have 10 options. Joe Burrow is selected.
We've got Joe Burrow, we've got Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
11:12 p.m.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire. CeeDee Lamb.
I don't know who this is. Let's see.
CeeDee Lamb sequence setup. You have 29 options.
Is he a wide receiver?
Recognizing result different easy. Place play Papaya Durkel Major Osmus Fairback. The script CeeDee Lamb had a total of 1,327 receiving yards in his final. College C4 LD has a knack for catching passes from NFL quarterbacks, having played with Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, and Jalen Hurts. Conditions: away 1st and 10, tie 10, 10 third out drive. Requirements: bullet win the game. Bonus: score passing touchdowns, complete passes. 5 o'clock 25. 10 NLLE. Rookie. Rewards. Arcade. Nat 93 of our player. 250x coins. 250x coins. 250x coins.
Sounds about that sounds. A wide receiver.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another Ultimate Challenge on EA Sports. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thank you, Coach. We pick up this challenge in the 3rd quarter with 5 minutes left on the clock. It's a tie game, 10-10. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. 1st and 10. The offense for the Cowboys getting set to go on 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Murray from midfield. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Full screen. Recognize goal. 10-2. Third. 3-4-32 arcade. Slant. 260. Quick slant. GC all 12.0 quick slants. 1-4 CALO skinny post.
Skinny post A.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Got a man. It's Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Murray going to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. From 6 yards away, as his guys have now moved out in front. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
That time a 6-play drive, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. And what in the world? Not sure if he just heard a whistle there or what, but for some reason he spiked the football. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Murray with a 3rd and long. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They have the ball here for the inaugural
Dallas and
drive of the
Houston.
second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make
I'm unfortunately
something
playing
more
Dallas,
than
but
it
this is
actually is, right? I don't want
this is Ultimate Team Challenge. I have no control over this.
This is a
Tomorrow ought to be a little more
drive.
interesting. Like I said, I'm just trying to get my hours up affiliate-wise.
A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Finding room at the 30. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
First carry here for Tywan Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Watson on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
They'll run for it. High. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. The time to pull out the stops.
El Guapo with a first down there.
On 4th down. The 4th down run.
Okay, that laugh is just plain
now they
creepy.
look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Watson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Darren Fells at the line of scrimmage tied to the right.
2nd and 10.
I love the announcer for Houston.
Throwing again is Watson. And an alley to run. Stepping up.
Wow, Watson is dangerous.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On the delay, Jones. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On 1st and 10, Watson. Jones has it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Man, they are.
1st and goal.
They're taking apart my defense.
A chance to get right back into this football.
They're taking apart my defense.
They'll run for it with Hyde. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Skinny post. Full screen. Recognizing result ball 24-7 2 4 230 43 medium pass Texas. Drive. Texas.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. To throw, it's Murray. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's Murray. Throw left side complete. It's Peterson. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
How's that a 1-score game when I scored twice? Oh, wait, because it was tied and then I scored, so, okay, that makes sense.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got it. And he's brought down. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing to the goal line, but it's incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. But now it's 3rd and goal. To throw is Murray. And that will be incomplete as well. Jonathan Cyprien there defensively to make the play. So
Jonathan Cyprien.
They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Texas, already in the content full screen, recognizing Brazil ball to forward, 1 quick pass stick, slant.
Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Throwing now is Murray, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. In for the score. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
So that about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown.
You know, this commentary, especially in Ultimate Team, is just way off kilter. Because that drive was not long.
And off it goes.
And they're saying, like, last time I had 15 play drives and only had, like, 5.
Just fielded at the
so, EA needs to fix their algorithm because these people can't count.
Call it the 24-yard line.
57, 19, 54. Get ready.
On 1st down, Watson. Open man, the tight end fails. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there.
I only had 1 play, guys. What's wrong with you guys?
To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills.
Kenny Stills, one of their wide receivers.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process. On 1st down, it's Watson. It's complete. Stills. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards, the final tally. Watson To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Again, it's Watson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Now it's Watson. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
Yeah, baby. That's our ball. Our ball.
So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
So I get Lamb now as a wide receiver.
Post-game report play. Finish game.
Let's see.
Entering challenge select screen. Entering ball for life 8657. Entering pop-up.
Level.
Entering new items screen 815 coins.
815 for that.
Entering new items screen Cheaty Lamb M20 Rookie Premier WR93 overall is selected. Upgrade is selected. Compare is. Promote to starter is selected. Entering lineup pop-up promotes Lamb to starting WR. This will demote Robbie Anderson. No. Yes. Entering new items screen. 1 pack type level up pack count 1 is selected. Entering new items screen, you have 2 options. Theme selector token collectible is selected. 62 to 81 overpower up pass collectible. Theme selector token collectible. Add to sets is selected. Entering add theme builders builds. Entering add to set cancel. Entering add to sets theme builders builds. Theme builders Bengals. Theme builders Vikings. Theme builders Titans. Theme builders Texans. Theme builders Titans. Entering add to set pop-up add to set 62 to 81 overpower up pass collectible. Entering new items screen. 1 pack type Titans team items pack count 1 is selected. Entering new items screen, you have 6 options. Titans base light uniform is selected. Titans base dark uniform. Titans defense balanced playbook. Titans base stadium. Mike Gravel core team items coach. Titans defense base 3-4 playbook. Titans base light uniform. Titans base dark uniform. Titans defense balanced playbook. Titans base stadium. Upgrade is selected. Compare is select. Equip is select. Option is select. Equip is selected. Entering. Equip item pop-up set Titans as your team's active stadium. No. Yes. Mike Brabble core team items coach. Upgrade is selected. Compare is select. Equip is selected. Entering. Equip item pop-up set M Brabble as your team's active coach. No. Yes. Titans defense base 3-4 playbook. Titans base light uniform. Upgrade is selected. Compare is selected. Equip is selected. Entering. Yes. Titans base dark uniform. Upgrade is selected. Compare is equip is selected. Entering. Yes. Titans defense balanced playbook. Compare is select. Equip is select. Option is selected. Equip is selected. And yes. Titans defense base 3-4 playbook. Compare. Equip is selected. Entering. Equip item pop-up set base 3-4 as your team's option is selected. Equip is selected. Entering. No. Yes. Ultimate Trainer's Mission Token Collectible. Entering challenge select. Entering in with the new sequence screen you have 10 options. Joe Burrow, Clyde Edward, Cheedy Lamb, Cole Komet. Cole Komet sequence
Who is
setup you
this
have 29
person?
options. Easy is selected.
Already in the content recognition result. Full screen projector. Recognizing result rookie. Challenge D-Web diff easy. Place late ING Turkel in major Nosmus back. The script is towering 816T from Illinois. Oakley couldn't be happier. To be selected by the Chicago Bears in the second round T. Recorded over receiving yards and S touchdowns in his final year of college. Conditions. Away first and 10-second QTRL 8 o'clock ISA. Requirements. Bullet score 10 T points this quarter. Bonus. Score a passing touchdown this drive. Pass 3 times. 10 NLLB. Rookie. Rewards. Arcade. 11:36 p.m. Full screen projector.
Okay, we will come back to... Okay. It's 11:36. We have less than 30 minutes to go in our Monday Night Madden stream. And it has been a crazy 4 hours. We've played a game and won. We have played a game and lost. We've done a few Ultimate Team challenges. We will come back to these next week. But we are going to go ahead and exit.
Entering Rookie Premier Challenge screen you have 2 options in with the new is selected. Entering main menu screen Madden NFL 21.
And that is
Ultimate
just
Team.
a review.
Franchise
We're going to go play
exhibition.
one.
Superstar Co.
Oh yes, Superstar KO. Let us play this little mode.
Entering Superstar KO lobby screen play is selected. Play is selected. Golf 4 Life 86 play is selected. Superstar KO draft starts in 5 seconds. Entering round 1 base team screen you have 8 options. City is selected. Magicians. Snappers. Magicians.
Poof! Where'd they go?
Entering round 2 pick offense screen you have 4 options. Breed is selected. Ground. Offset. Clark. Offset. Brown.
The great Jim Brown, proud member of 3 Halls of Fame, and your roster.
Taylor. Jones. Taylor. Lewis. Blount. Lewis. Taylor.
Let's go, baby.
No debating that LT Blitz is devastating.
Lawrence Taylor is on
Entering round
here.
7 pick offense
Wow.
screen you have 4 options. Breed is selected. Khaled. Elway. Owens.
I get to play with John Elway? You gotta be kidding me.
Drive with the comeback kid, John Elway.
Oh my god.
All right, magicians against themselves.
Why do I have to play against myself? Whose brilliant idea is this? I can't even see who I'm playing against, much less the fact that I'm playing against myself. Man, what's up with that? Here we go, guys. Here we go.
Superstar KO ain't your normal game of football. One drive from the 25. Tug of war to break ties. And no kicking. Let's go.
Yeah, this mode is unlike anything I've ever played, and I've played this a while. Let's see what I've got here.
Full screen projector. Source Elgato.
Oh my god. I'm gonna have time to...
First and 10. 75 yards to glory. Superstar KO time, baby.
Hey, check. 3 Watch it. We got this.
Magicians up first. Y'all know what to do.
Hey, Ward. We got 4. Run to the ball.
Not a bad start on the ground. Let's see where they go now.
Let's go. 91.
On second down, here's Elway. Drops back to throw it. Threw it like it was hot. And now it's picked up.
Let's go. Interception all day, baby.
No pressure. But if you score a touchdown on this drive, game over.
And part of it is that I don't know...
On first down, Vic's got it. They'll throw here. Quick hitter is complete. Oh, he gets stuffed behind the line by LT.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for the damn lead.
Bet you didn't like that so much. Time to get up and push back. Plenty of space.
Yeah, this crowd is...
Hoping to make a little magic on this drive. It's the Magicians. Abracadabra.
This mode is nothing.
This time Vic will try and throw it. And he's sending it downfield. Touchdown. Man, look at these Magicians. Pulling touchdowns out the air. Pure magic, baby. Magicians got spellbound. The real trick is to reappear.
And again, part of my problem is that on defense, I don't know... I guess suggestions is not part of...
Superstar KO game summary screen. You lost 0-6. Waiting for players.
Wow.
Entering Superstar KO
11:44
screen
PM.
play is selected.
Hang on one second, guys. I'm gonna go see what's going on. Guys, we got about 15 minutes left. I know I said I would go until midnight. Problem is with this game is there's not a whole lot that I could do. I could do one more Superstar Challenge. That would get us a little bit closer to it. Just wanted to get this first out here. I'll do better next time. Maybe I'll do smaller streams. Maybe the next time after this week we'll experiment and get some different games going at different times. Not really sure what else to do. I should probably let more people know when I'm going to do this. Again, my first time streaming in a long time, and it's good to be back. And looking forward to get some flight stuff done and some other stuff done. Brian, thank you for joining me for the brief time that you did. I appreciate it. And hope to see you guys again tomorrow evening. We'll go from 8 to 10, and from 8 to 10 it will be it'll be a simulation. It'll be Minecraft. We'll see how long I can stay lost. Can I stay lost for 2 hours, or will I eventually find my goal? We will find out, but you will see the accessibility enhancements in Minecraft Dungeons over the Xbox One. Hope you've enjoyed this Monday Night Madden stream. Tomorrow is Tuesday night Minecraft, followed by Wednesday night Soul Calibur, Thursday King of Iron Fist Tournament. That'll be Tekken 7, a game that Wednesday and Thursday's games are going to be very interesting. That's all I'm going to say about that. And Friday is going to be random. We don't know what we'll come up with. And hopefully that will all work accordingly. And we'll be back continuing. So until next time, this is Ball for Life 8657 signing off. And we hope you enjoyed this presentation of the Monday Night Madden stream.
Full screen projector. Source Elgato. Op64. Ops 25.0. Audio mixer. Scene transat configurations. Controls with start recording. Checkbox. Studio mode. Checkbox. Start. Stop streaming.